Okay guys, what's going on? This is Hutch, and for this little commentary I decided to bring in some help. I got with me Matt. Why don't you say what's up and say what you do here?
What's up, people? It's Matt of Headshot, and formerly also sometimes Masters Challenge and some other crazy crap here and there.
Cool. So this is a quick little match right here, but I wanted to bring you in today because you were pretty harsh on the Bioshock.
I'm fickle. I don't know. Yeah, it's just how I feel, folks. Got to speak the truth.
So the single player campaign, did you play all the way through it yet, or did you?
I've played all the way through. I often joke now that it really was more Bioshock 1.5 rather than Bioshock 2.
See, why would you say that though? Because like the storyline was totally different. I mean,
I can make a new storyline real quick if I want. I mean, to be honest, we had really only 2 new units. There wasn't that drastic of a change between the environments. I mean, they're beautiful environments, but I'd like more. I was really upset by swimming or whatever. Like that served no purpose whatsoever.
I'll agree with you that the swimming, when I did it, it just seemed kind of pointless.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really fun.
No.
So,
I mean, I have other reasons to.
right.
Like,
well, I mean, the dual wielding's cool though. I mean,
dual wielding's all right. I mean, to be honest, it wasn't as big of a game changer as I thought it was going to be either.
Okay.
Like honestly, it's not that much different than just switching back and forth between the plasmids. You know, between the plasmid and the weapon, real quick.
Okay. So, if you had to like give a number rating for the single player alone, what would you give it?
The single player. I mean, it was still fun, and I have everlasting love for Bioshock for the first one. So I'd give it like an 8 out of 10.
Well, that's a good score. Yeah. So, what would you give the multiplayer if you had to give?
God.
I don't know why you're so down on it.
The reason I'm so down on it. Oh well, there isn't just one. It feels to me in a lot of ways like just maybe connection has a lot to do with it, and I know that's not a thing that is particular to this game alone, but I feel you die so easy. And if you don't have teammates, not necessarily that even cooperate, but who aren't like really good themselves, you will get steamrolled.
Yeah, we talked about this on, I don't know where we talked about this on, but it's not a lone wolf game. You can't run around and just go Rambo style bullshit like Call of Duty.
Well, there's a reason you can see everybody's name all the time everywhere.
Right. What do you think of the Big Daddy suits? I'm about to commentate a match in a minute here talking about the Big Daddy suit.
Yeah.
I found one on free-for-all.
Yeah.
I was 2-2, and by the end of the match I was 20-3.
Dude, yeah, well, and then the fact that I like the idea. It's kind of interesting, the all-powerful thing, but it's dumb luck getting it. And in fact, like a lot of times, the only reason I found it is because I spawned after dying right on top of it.
Every time I found a Big Daddy suit so far, I just kind of stumbled upon it.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the red shell in Mario Kart. If you're like back in 5th place, you just chuck that thing and you're good to go. I actually really like the multiplayer. I'm gonna have to provide the alternative thing here. And my point of view is that if you don't look for this kind of just amazing gameplay like Modern Warfare 2, if you just look for like kind of like a healthy distraction,
sure,
like pick up the game and play for an hour. I mean, it's still fun, and in the end, like the point of a video game is to have fun. Then I think it's done its job. Like I don't think they were trying to reinvent the wheel with the multiplayer, but no. I don't think it was too tacked on. Like, I think that they actually did a good. Really, I do.
Oh, man, it's just it seems like I felt like that multiplayer is a result of not as much from like the game designer side or the producer side going like, hey, we really want to put multiplayer on this. It was like it was a result of people going, holy shit, Bioshock was such an amazing game. The only glaring omission was multiplayer, and so they felt like obliged. They had to do it, you know, to head off reviews of, and yet again, this first-person shooter, for whatever reason, doesn't have multiplayer.
Well, it wasn't like the first one got bad reviews.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm, but yeah, that's like, well, it's kind of almost like they felt that they had nowhere to go but to do that.
Right. Well, even if that was the approach that they were taking, like, we have to give this multiplayer, I still feel like they did a pretty good job. Well, that's the game I was playing Turf for, which is pretty much like Domination, and I went 10-0, so that's not a bad score. Thanks for coming on and sharing your opinion.
My pleasure.
You're a good man.
Thank you.
What did you guys think of the game? Do you guys like the multiplayer? Do you think it's shit? Leave a comment. Let me know. Okay, bye.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter. There you'll find the latest updates from our premier directors and the Machinima Respawn team.